Learn how to conjugate Spanish IR verbs in the present tense indicative right after this. Hola, soy Ricardo. Yo aprendo alemán. Tú aprendes español. ¿Comprendes mi español? Soy de California, pero vivo en Virginia. ¿Vives en Estados Unidos? ¿Dónde vives? Mi familia y yo comemos comida de diferentes culturas. Consumimos mucho arroz. Mi hijo no come comida picante. Mi hija no come cacahuates. Es alérgica. ¿Qué comes en tu cultura? ¿Qué comes en tu casa? Mis hijos asisten a escuelas públicas. En la escuela, mis hijos deben dividir números. También ellos escriben mucho. Siempre reciben buenas notas. También ellos leen para la escuela. Yo leo literatura y las noticias. ¿Y tú qué lees? ¿Lees algo? ¿Lees las noticias? ¿Lees literatura? ¿Qué lees? I hope you noticed that IR verbs are very similar in their conjugation to AR verbs. What we did with AR verbs was drop the AR of the infinitive ending, such as hablar, take off the AR, and then, depending on the person, you change the ending. Hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos, habláis, hablan. We do the same thing with IR verbs. We drop the IR from the infinitive form, the dictionary form, and then the ending will correspond to the person or the people that we are using as our subjects. I also pointed out in the AR video that Spanish, nosotros, and ellos, those forms are always the same no matter the tense. Nosotros always ends in mos, M-O-S. Ellos, ellas, ustedes always ends in N. I pointed out also that most of the forms of tú end in S. There's just one past tense that does not have S at the end for tú. So you already have about half of your verb forms conjugated, or at least partway conjugated, if you remember those facts of Spanish life. Now let's look at the yo form of the three verb types in Spanish, AR, ER, IR. Yo hablo. Yo como. Yo vivo. So we drop the AR, ER, IR, and what do we have to add to all of them? Just an O. Tú hablas. AS. Tú comes. ES. Tú vives. ES. So what do ER and IR verbs have in common? They both end in ES for tú. Ella habla. Ella come. Ella vive. Third person singular is marked by one vowel. A, E, E. Don't forget that we would also use the same ending for él and usted. Now, I'll skip nosotros and vosotros real quickly, but let's look at ellos, ellas, ustedes. Ellos hablan. Ellas comen. Ustedes viven. AN for AR verbs. EN for ER IR verbs. Now, the real marker for ER IR verbs is going to be in the nosotros, vosotros forms. Nosotros comemos. Vosotros coméis. Nosotros vivimos. Vosotros vivís. Notice how ER verbs have E in nosotros, vosotros. There is no E in nosotros, vosotros for IR verbs. Again, nosotros comemos. Nosotros vivimos. Vosotros coméis. Vosotros vivís. As with AR verbs, the present tense indicative for ER, IR verbs can be translated in 3 different ways to English. If I say, como comida picante, that could mean I eat spicy food in general. I'm eating spicy food right now. Or I do eat spicy food. For the last one, I do eat spicy food. Generally, I'd be reacting to someone's assertion that I do not eat spicy food. Tú no comes comida picante. Sí, yo como comida picante. I do eat spicy food. So if you've already done a good job of memorizing your AR present tense indicative forms, it's not going to be a great big jump to learn ER, IR verbs. Just remember that nosotros, vosotros are different for ER, IR verbs. Otherwise, ER, IR verb forms are exactly the same. Bueno amigos, muchas gracias and thank you for joining me in another episode of The Spanish Doctor. Leave a comment down below en español using your newfound knowledge in ER, IR verbs. Suscríbete, échame un me gusta y nos vemos. Adiós.